Up. I'm live. I'm still getting my wheel set up, so noises in the background. One of these days, these clamps are gonna break, and I won't be surprised in the slightest. What's more surprising is that it's lasted as long as it has. Considering how hard I crank down on them. To be fair, the wheel slips if I don't. Put the shifter in a relatively usable position, because I don't really need it tonight. F and R, in case that's somehow not obvious at this point. I mean, the title says it, and why else would I have my wheel out? I mean, yeah, okay, Truck Sim, BeamNG. Are there any other games that I'd actually play right around now that use a wheel? Not really. It's not like I play the F1 games. Especially not the modern ones. Fuck the modern ones. Fuck EA. I mean, there's a couple of other games, maybe, but nothing really. I don't have my headset on yet, and it probably needs to be plugged in, because why wouldn't it be? It's been a week. Almost. 6 days. Close enough. Still have battery. No. Double check, make sure I was actually pressing the button. Yeah, no. Now I have to give it a few minutes, because even on power, it will still die for a few minutes after it starts charging, if it's already completely dead. To be fair, this headset is from 2013. The battery is original, so the fact that I can even get like 3 hours of battery life out of it, which is about 30%, I think, of what was expected out of it originally, it's kind of impressive. Yeah, this is what happens when you use lithium-ion batteries for a very long time, relatively speaking. They stop holding a charge for extended periods of time. Again, like, the amount that this can still hold is kind of impressive, but 30% is nothing special. And that 30% is an estimate, just based on the lifespan of the headset. It could be higher. I don't know. If it wants to stay on now. Seems like it's working thus far, and I can hear myself, which is good. Yes, hearing myself is a good thing, because otherwise... Well, do you want me yelling into the microphone? Sure, the rents don't. Oh, I didn't run this fucking sync app. God damn it. If there were download links... If there were download links for me to download, I would have remembered to do it, because... You know, there's a reminder there, but this just... Nope. Something I have to run locally. I don't even know how much we'll need updating, honestly. We ran the F3s recently enough. It's probably config changes, which, yes, I just saw. Config changes, like for setup, basically. Unhandled exception? Oh, it can't access the file because it's being used by itself. I love it when that happens. Seriously, there's nothing else that should be using it right now. And yet. At least it should scan faster now, because it's already cached all those files. Yeah, it went straight through them all this time. Yay, it didn't crash itself because it was using the file itself. I wonder if the newer version fixes that issue. Yeah, I'm a bit out of date on this because I just haven't bothered to update it because it works. Oh, downloading Montreal. Okay. This is going to take a while. Especially since it's only downloading at about 70 to 80, around 70, maybe even closer to 60 to 70 megabits a second, excuse me. You know, that wouldn't have been too bad back before I got gigabit. Oh, for fuck's sake, Max. Oh, you mean like in that way? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I thought you meant that I would just need to resync. Like, bruh, really? But no, I already knew about that. Okay. Completed successfully that time because it didn't get stuck trying to process a file that it was already processing. I seriously love that error. Content Manager ain't open. Assetto ain't open. Nothing else is touching that file except for you and Windows. If it's Windows, I mean, fair enough. Windows is just being stupid, but... Hoping you test LM after racing that require another resync. Yeah, I figured you'd want me to test it. But I would have been annoyed if, like, I needed to resync immediately after syncing before racing started, you know? Can you actually show the server? Thank you. Let's see, over to here. Not a game capture, so that you can actually see Content Manager. Because I don't feel like having multiple captures. I could, but it gets complicated. And you. So less than 200 megabytes. I mean, Max, the issue isn't so much the file size, it's the connection speed. If I can get decent connection speed, it's not an issue. You got large files and I got downloaded like 20 megabit per second, then that's a different story. But there, it was doing decently for at least a little while. Do I need anything else? No, I can just go. As a side note, it's past 9 o'clock, and EJ is, I don't know, still doing space-related shit, because it's EJ, what do you expect? Don't have any screenshots for Montreal that it wanted to use. Could have chosen an F3 shot, but instead decided to focus on the track. I've been here, by the way. 56% and 14 rear wing. 14 rear wing. Eventually gets there. Oh, force feedback's working, and Furt Girl is there as always. The tires are wiggling about. Don't worry about that, and don't worry about Furt Girl either. So less rear wing. Sounds deadly. She's only there because she was there for so long that, you know what? You get to stay there. Getting cooked by the exhaust and everything. Okay, there is sound. It was just kind of quiet. DRS in the pits. That seems... Okay, it was very slow to respond because I pressed that button and it didn't work, so I went to press the other one and that's when it turned on. And then it wasn't changing. I remember what buttons I have. The other button is KERS, which we... There's the Indy cars that we never race because they're paid. Anyway. I'd like to go back here sometime. Want to go any number of places at some point. Calibrate my brake pedal. But I've been to Montreal before. Twice! Technically 3 times, but the track only twice. Okay, stay off those curbs. I mean, maybe, max. Hitting about minus 20 dB in OBS. That might be a little quiet, but it's specifically the F3s. That is down. Upshifts. Hello? Oh. Is this gravel IRL now? That's different. Okay then. I mean, it's a bit louder, but I'm not going to push it any further. Shut up, Max. Was that wave in the straight there? I honestly do not remember. Last time I was here was 2016. I did walk the track. I'm as close to my wheel as ever. It is unpleasant, but I don't really have a choice in the matter. Wall's bad. Yeah, I could tell before. How about not, please? Curb's also bad, yeah, I already noticed that. Watch me hit them here anyway. Told you. Yeah, and slight rise there, is that there, IRL? It's just been so long since I've been there, I don't remember. That wall always sneaks up on you. I think there is a bit of a rise there before descending down to the back straight. Just don't honestly remember if that little hill in the middle of the straight's there. Not that I'm doubting the mod, I'm just doubting my own memory, if anything. Yeah, this does have the new pit building, doesn't it? Almost like I haven't really been pushing. Well, I gotta send a bunch of messages. Busiest part of the track, don't you? You've gotta be an asshole too. What are you saying? Oh, that's a shame, Kelly. Yeah, hello to you too, Chaos. Brakes are definitely toasty according to the tire widget plug-in thing. Yeah, those curbs are awful to be on just in general. Fault. Can't do that on the actual server. That'll definitely give damage. A little early on the brakes there. Really don't want first there. Third would have been fine. Yes, and now those DRS boards are mounted really up high considering how tiny they are. Fuck's sake, so much gravel. Yeah, I need to work on that line. Need to work on my line around most of the track, to be fair. Yeah, what do you expect getting on the curb like that? Watch this, this is totally allowed. I was originally thinking about doing something different, but that was faster. Ow. Now, first curb, but not the second in the chicane. Got it. You might be able to get away with those curbs sometimes. Might. Slow down a little bit mid-turn, I could get it straightened up a little bit faster. Not great. Go to first in hairpin? Yeah, that makes sense. A little too early there. Definitely do that a bit better. Yeah, don't do it that way. Just because it kinda worked doesn't mean that it's the right way to do it. That's what happens when I go to first. I just get told no and then abuse the throttle. feel like I'm not doing this quite right. Please open DRS when I ask. God damn it. Yeah, still chucked it in there with too much speed. Felt it giving out there. Laps at dud anyway, so what does it matter? Whoops. Again, just slightly too early on the DRS. Yeah, further back, not farther forward. I did a Sonoda. Except it's not wet, so I don't have that excuse. Too early. Again, I went too late there. Yeah, I got a purple mini sector there. Can't imagine why. Just adjusting my socks. EJ, I know it's been a week, but are you ever gonna switch to fucking Assetto? Dude. Also, was it just me there, or was DRS still active halfway through that turn? What's up, Jason? Don't ask questions you don't want answers to? Right. Not sure I want to take quite that much curb. We? Oh look, EJ's in voice, but he's deafened. Guess I can get in there as well. EJ's in voice, but he's very much muted. And deafened, as is... well, everybody's muted at this point, but not necessarily deafened.
V2. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
Let's try to actually set a valid lap time this time. Could have been better. Still can't do that turn right. That was late. I need to start braking at the start of the bridge, not in the middle of it, and definitely not after it. Whoops, a little late on the upshift.
Only 2 laps of fuel left.
Game, if you could stop being stuttery, that'd be great. Yeah, that was shit. Speaking of shit.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Hey, idiot! Jesus, every time. Got DRS again. Have the immediate pickup in speed when I enable it though.
You've only got enough fuel for this lap.
That's fine. Not great, not terrible. Got it that time.
Time's okay.
I would hope so.
Two litres left.
Good job, Max. Oh, look, a ping in Discord. It's about fucking time, EJ. Only half an hour late. I'm the one that spun, but Max is gonna leave in shame. Yeah, you do need to leave anyway. So fair enough. Alright. Yeah, good luck to you too, I guess. Since you said it first.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. The exit looks clear.
Does it look clear?
Clear right.
I would not call that clear, but okay. You say so. Okay, the DRS disappeared at the apex, just for reference.
V3.
Still not the fastest I've gone through there. Beautiful. Little too early there.
Sector 1 time was good. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
0.7, huh? Caught the grass on the outside and couldn't stop.
Yellow flag. Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
Is that faster? Having to wait on the throttle for that long? Risky with how the curb has spat me out before. Bonk.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Keep saying that. absolutely shouldn't do this, but that's the only other person on track at the moment, so don't mind if I do.
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
Lots of sliding. But I was faster? Okay. Jet.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Is it though?
Yellow flag, watch out.
See, that curb is not safe.
I'm unmuting Discord now. Hello, Discord.
So, hardly anybody was unmuted though. Talking, at least.
How's everybody doing? Good. Good.
Tired.
Tired. Yeah, so you know that week,
That's
that
half
weekend
fuel.
of the wedding,
You've used half your fuel.
right? You know this?
I don't.
Yeah.
But we can still do it next week. Like, I am
Sector
prepared to
3
do
is
it next
0.7
week.
off the
It
pace.
probably just wouldn't be bad if I had one more week, but either way, I'm ready with stuff. Just
Talking about EJLMS, no
I
doubt.
gotta talk to Bree to see what's going on, and then we'll go from there. So I'll get back to you on Monday. Okie dokie.
that's good with me.
Let's get the VR fired up so I can get up the
Sector
shot
1
on
is
you.
0.5 off the pace.
What times are people putting down, Max?
Probably like low into 26s is good. 25s seems to be like the
Yellow flag.
pole position pace, mid 25s.
Need to stop doing that.
Mid-25. We racing VR, by the way. Let's do this, Smites. Manager. I don't think the 20th will be a problem, Nova, but
So, like I said, I have basically everything ready, so
Yellow
I
flag,
can
2
like
laps of
start
fuel remaining.
the
You're
week
2
on
tenths off the pace in
practice
sector
just
3.
after we're done racing, and everything should be fine. Just
I was trying to avoid that.
if we can do 1 week later, that I wouldn't mind it.
alright. No, but don't make plans on the 13th or the 20th, dude. But if you... Remember, I'll have an answer to this question in 48 hours, okay?
But yeah, like practice will be up
48?
anyway after
60?
we're done tonight. So
Okay.
if anyone needs to practice for 13 or 20, they can do for the entire week.
P3.
Like, and what's up? What do you got there? I just finished my first stint of college. My college is online, so it doesn't follow a normal schedule, so I call it stints. I'm off for the quote-unquote summer for about a week and a half. A third of the way done in my first year. What a slog. What's he gonna
Similar what I'm... Sorry.
I was gonna say, wait till you get a job. And Sawyer, this is my stream. It is a dictatorship. I could ban you from the stream right now. No due
I knew
process.
you were going to say something.
Because shut the frick up, bruh.
I said that, you connected, I'm like... You didn't say anything, I'm like, we're good. And then...
Careful what you wish for. Player.
I was saying that that's similar to what we're doing for
This
our
is the
NP
last lap of
class.
fuel.
Just one
2
block a
tenths
month,
off the pace in
and
sector
you go
3.
do your
Ready.
general test, and then
Not
you do
too
your
surprised.
airframe, and then power plant if you don't want to go work on engines. 8 months.
So what happens if you work on like a Mercedes plane, dude? Then what?
Hey, the corporate or their headquarters for the United States is down here, so we're good.
Alright.
So,
You overcooked that.
Our cost of being bad.
go work on a German plane?
Nein.
No.
Du würdest keine Heimatsiste brauchen.
Ja, ja.
Reichsgeschlussverfahren. Alright.
Pit exit's clear.
Lap invalidated from
This
that.
is a good track, man. I like this track a lot. I've been here. I've walked right, on the other side of that fence. Fun fact, I saw Patrick Stewart drink from a shoe on the other side of that fence.
That was something that indeed happened.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the day.
That happened right there, and I was standing underneath where the sign right there. Oh,
I did
dude, the
not
bridge
see
is
that
even
because
there.
I was
That's
not
pretty
there
cool.
that year.
You words. Two things to
No.
remember.
Say it in Polish.
Most curbs here are very bad because it's a stupid like footpath sport, but whatever. The only thing we have. Most curbs are bad, and also walls are obviously bad, but extra bad here. So just something to keep in mind.
Now, say that in Polish.
No.
Why not?
Why?
I don't know. Go bywaj.
Touched throttle when I shouldn't have, and it
DRS
pushed
zones
there.
around here. Yeah.
Yeah. Montreal is a very fast track. Very fast. A little bit short, but it's a very fast track. Gotta be careful. But it's really easy to screw up. Like here in the World
That
of Champions.
was not good. Speaking of screwing up.
Champion of walls, as my fellow countryman once said.
We should get you a
Sector 1 is
motion
0.7
ring.
off the pace.
That would definitely don't drink or eat before racing in that.
Yeah, for sure.
I know a guy that makes them. Just saying.
So do I.
I know a guy who drives your race cars.
Yeah.
What am I missing that I'm so slow all of a sudden?
Kinda hold it.
I think I got clear. I know a guy who works on the Lamborghini. Pretty cool.
You need to find a 10th in sector 3.
I need to find a 10th in most sectors, minimum. Ow. It's times like those that I appreciate the lack of damage on the practice server. Tires are still worse for wear though.
No, as usual, DJ, let me know when you want to start quality and stuff.
We only have 6 people? That's it?
7.
Oh man, I wonder where everybody is tonight.
I'm wondering the same thing.
People are missing last Saturday as well. Who knows? Vacation? I think Storm's on vacation, for instance. Not that he's been showing up to FNR much anyway, but still an example. Someone not being here because they're on a vacation. Not good. Roll with it for the moment.
Sector 1 is quick.
Probably not ideal. Whatever.
It's a little bit too much
Yellow
curve.
flag, caution.
Helped me, but also kind of screwed me over there.
Oh, I gotta do it.
I think. I think the slipstream kicked in at least. Feel like I was going faster through there when I wasn't shifting down to first.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
Me and Max will practice for another like 10 minutes. Wait for people to pop in and then go. I got something I gotta do tomorrow morning early.
Be done. So just start on top of the hour, basically.
We're 10th off the
Sure.
pace in Sector 3.
Couldn't do anything on the curb.
Sector 1 time is good.
Terrible.
The guy behind has just done it, 130.3. We estimate 3 laps of fuel left.
Gonna get in the way? Nope.
Yellow flag.
No, you're not. Not that this lap is any good anyway. Cannot get 6 and 7, alright?
You're 10th off in Sector 1.
I watched qualifying from that grandstand the 1 year. Fun fact. And then the 1 year, on race day, I was over to the left there where there's currently a grandstand because they extended the grandstand after I was there. Which is extremely
That's how you
rude
do that corner. There we
because, you know, that was general admission seating, the grass there, and then just go and put more paid seating over top of it. I mean, not that general admission isn't paid, but, you know, grandstand seating. So that got rid of a lot of GA seating at the hairpin. It's really rude. Really rude of them to do that.
Oh no. Alright. Alright.
Here, since I'm being bad anyway. If I can find it real quick.
The guy behind has just done a 128.3.
I don't know who any of these people are. Their faces are not blurred, but that's where I was. Like I said, this grandstand over here was extended out over top of this area. It's a nice place to be
That
for
curve
the race.
especially is bad.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's
Do I
that
have any
one,
interesting
turn
photos?
Q and the hairpin, I think. The apex curves
I
don't touch
do,
them.
but I have so
Snip.
many photos that it's actually hard to tell what's
Otherwise, you can mostly use them. Mostly.
But why does the curbs why are they so screwed up?
I
Anyway.
have no idea. Part of it is just AC being AC, and the other part is just car is very stiff, so it just basically tripods on them.
what. See what Command Racer is doing if he ever gets going again. He stayed a little bit more to the left there for longer before turning into 7. Definitely mostly avoiding that curve. This isn't a push lap, to be clear, just... yeah, his line for now. I'm not the only one that does it. I'm not the only one. Also, if I could do anything about the halo, I would, but I can't. Well, maybe... there, T-cam. This might throw off my learning of what he's doing, but getting to the right there. Down to first. Okay. Bonk.
That's fine.
Very much on that left curb there. Three-tenths down according to the wheel.
Oh, too early. Ah, I got him in gas too early. Damn. That was gonna get me the 26s.
First gear is definitely a choice there.
Oh shit! Oh, I'd be so dead. Oh,
Yeah, that would have been good.
Oh, I'd be so dead. Oh man.
So like general like tip for the last chicane, the first curb is usually touchable, like the actual orange sausage. You can kind of mount it, but like do not go near the second one.
Next, I don't want to mount the sausage.
I know you do.
Is it like a pit entrance? Like what side is it? That really depends on the direction of the track. What I mean by direction, counterclockwise or clockwise. But even then, that doesn't necessarily denote pit direction. Some tracks
I'm more of a
clockwise
late
and pits on
apex
the
at the
outside,
half end.
some clockwise pits on the inside. Sometimes
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
some
seeing
tracks
anything
are,
vastly different
the reverse
from Command Racer, which makes sense. I know I'm not driving that terribly. There's small differences here and there, plus not being bad. That was a bit deep from
Max,
locking
say
up.
what you said about the champions again one more time. Just make sure I got it right.
First curb, you
The
can
leader has just
mount
done
it
a 125.5.
with the right side wheels. Second curb on the left, don't go near it. That's all.
I've got no time whatsoever to
And you can
practice
carry
before top of the hour.
quite a bit of speed for
A
them.
little bit extra running might not hurt.
What gear are you going through there? Ryan?
Hard.
Yeah,
He takes it, it's clear.
yeah, just bash up this new car. It's fine.
Well, luckily I disabled damage for practice. Also kind of the same thing for the next chicane. Like you can also do it in third and definitely use both of the curves, just not the orange bit.
Yeah, this is all not where I want to be.
Other than that, I think you'll get it.
All run off. Not where I want to be at all. Oh, look, my brakes turned
on
off.
the outside.
That's a good question.
Dude, I know one exists. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Off the top of my head.
Abu Dhabi, technically, kinda.
Kind of, yeah.
In Tesla, yeah, I did get champions through that. Which track racing from?
Abu Dhabi.
Aber. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Is Montreal not considered an outside pit lane?
It is.
Okay.
No, just what other tracks are.
I mean, I thought it'd be other tracks.
It's got about 4 laps of fuel
non-distinct
left.
from this one, but yeah.
I
Yeah,
wonder
that
if,
was fresh.
because on the sponsors, my dad's company, DP World, does sponsors. I'm wondering if I'm watching you stream EJ to see if I can
Yeah.
see him on that.
Where would the signs be, dude? I'll look.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's DP World, but I'm not sure because they mostly sponsor McLaren, so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll keep an
probably
eye out for it.
not a circuit.
I've seen that
sponsor.
logo before at some point, dude. Watching Formula One, it's like white letters, right?
yeah, with a what's it called? Red and green kind of like swirl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot of DHL here.
Yesterday was so funny.
What
Just
happened?
like with the whole like with the whole Twitter beef.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I
It was, yeah, I don't know.
I was about to
I thought of another track with a pit lane on the
Oh.
outside,
I saw the first
think.
tweet come in, and I was just.
but again, it's one of those weird
It was
ones where the
pretty
track
funny,
kind of
dude.
loops
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
itself.
I mean,
So
it
it
was a
is,
good
but it
laugh, like,
also
dude, that's
kind
the
of
first
isn't.
time, like, I think that's the first time I've ever
Imola.
looked at a post on X or a tweet or
Got about
anything and
3
like got
laps
up out of my
left.
chair going, what the
Sector 3's in 10th off the
fuck?
pace. Yellow flag.
Yeah. I mean, I really hope that this is going to be the start of him being a little bit more apolitical and just kind of keeping it to the sidelines and being a bit more, you know, space centric like he used to be.
I think we got him back. If you really want my honest opinion, I think he'll still commentate on this stuff from time to time. But I think we got Elon back. I think he's like, all right, yeah, I'm bored of this. We can get back
I
to
mean,
Elon.
I
Between
can't
2018 Elon Musk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm driving like shit.
Almost like
Sector 1 is 0.4
he was
off the pace.
only doing like all of because he truly believed that Jared was brilliant for NASA, and part of me really hopes that the only reason he was kind of funding all this and you know kind of pushing it so much is so that they could get Jared in.
I thought of a
And
couple more
obviously,
tracks, but the
he got
conversation
in.
has just completely
Probably
gone
not, but
borderline
I just
political.
really hope
So,
he's back to
Oh well.
He
Server's about to be.
he endorsed
Restarted
the
anyway.
incumbent administration after
Are
the
there any
assassination.
other tracks? Suzuka's not
Yeah, that's
what
one.
happened.
China's not
he endorsed after
one.
that, and I'm pretty sure he did that
left.
because
See,
I
lots
don't
of rear
think
wheel
he
spin.
thought
No.
that had the incumbent administration not
no.
been elected, I don't think he thought that
Where else is F1 race this year?
it was the right economic environment for his companies to exist. I think he thought they would
Monaco is
regulated
not.
him to death, which is
Yeah.
basically what they were doing. I
Going
mean,
to the pits.
Watch your
yeah,
speed limit in the pits.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's
I mean,
early.
You know,
Maybe
like
it
during
is
the early
early, I
hop
don't know.
tests, 2019, 2020, like SpaceX was going left, right. They were going ham
Let's see.
on stuff, and then
I can
there was
look
a
at
downturn.
track photos.
Like 4 years after that, and then who knew? Like, you know,
What year was
20
SNA? Which because I was
Australia,
basically
no.
after
China,
flight,
no. Japan,
9,
no.
I was
Bahrain,
in a
no.
Twitter
Saudi
space
Arabia,
with a lot
no.
of people, and
Miami.
we were talking about it, and
Kind of?
it got a little bit heated because
Imola,
obviously,
yes.
you know, we were basically
Monaco,
talking
no.
about how
Spain, no.
you know,
Canada, yes.
the
Austria,
new
no.
the new administration
no.
isn't necessarily
Silverstone
better in terms
specifically.
of regulations because
Spa, no.
if
Hungary,
you are more
no.
lenient when it comes
Netherlands,
to an experimental
no.
rocket, then
Monza,
especially
no.
of Starship's capabilities,
no.
then you kind
Singapore's
of
no.
you're
Coda's
kind of
no.
asking for trouble. But
Mexico, no. Brazil, no.
you were mentioning stuff, and we
Las
were
Vegas,
talking about
no.
SNA,
Qatar,
which obviously,
no. And Abu Dhabi.
EJ, obviously you know, launched without
yes.
a launch license and without permission from the FAA. And I mean, I said that if
Pit lane's over
if
here, but it also
the previous
loops into here.
administration
So
desperately wanted
this
to,
one's especially
you
weird
know,
because not only is it in
really
this
hurt
little
Elon,
cubby hole,
then
pit lane is,
they
right?
could have cut the
But then
entire
part of it
program.
isn't.
They could have
It's on the
affected
inside.
Falcon launches from
joins
that.
in over here.
And I mean,
so.
it's just what was
Yeah.
going through their head.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know. They were, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Elon was, you know, a lot of stuff goes on behind closed doors. You know, like I spun out.
Yeah.
Crap. You know, so we don't know what happened, like regarding, you know, like regulations and whatnot. You know, we don't know. We don't know
About
down
that
there.
server
Like,
reboot.
so maybe he's telling the truth, maybe he's not. I don't know. I'm really just happy that we got him. He's back and he's doing Starship presentations and stuff, and
yeah.
you know, everything about that presentation felt like 2018 Elon, 2019
Yeah.
Elon.
Yeah,
Everything
I
about it.
feel like it was super optimistic.
This
but
is
it's
why
kind
it
of
took
that,
him
like,
so long
optimism
to
in
get
the program,
in.
which I feel
Probably
like
is because he was
was
talking
needed.
about this sort of stuff,
You
and
have to.
it spilled into
You have to be
FNR.
like that. That's what, you have to,
great.
dude. You can't be a cynic and be in the spaceflight industry.
Yeah.
You will fail. Like you have to.
Yeah.
Like you have to, like, even if that means like sometimes just being like, yeah,
A
it's
new
gonna work.
untethered jailbreak has been
It's
released
gonna-
for iOS
fine,
6.
Send it. You have to be that way. If you're not that way, you're gonna fail. And
I get people
Yeah.
wanting to do projects for
Whatever.
older stuff, but like, why? There's
Yeah,
so
Max, do
many
that. Let's go,
untethered
man.
jailbreaks for iOS 6. It's so
I'm doing
unnecessary.
something really stupid. I'm currently printing some chopsticks
Whee!
for my
Alright.
for a tower that I'm building.
Fashion
Well,
up.
Starship Tower, and
Cool.
I don't think I need to put
have
the
to
camera
st-
back in my
I
car,
have
but I'll
to
still
stay
put
up
the
because
camera
I'm
back in
running
my car.
dangerously low on filament, and
Explosive
I need to
went
switch
faster?
it over,
Yeah.
and I can't like
Fucking
I
hell he
don't.
did.
It's not like an automatic thing. So I'm just waiting for the spool to be finished.
I was gonna say, isn't it like 4 in the morning?
In England, 3. So
Yeah,
well, yeah,
yeah,
not
it's
not
pretty late.
not not terrible, but yeah,
Normal
it's
hours.
Yeah, you're fine.
yeah.
Nothing unusual.
Well, thanks for staying up with me, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh no, RB is here.
Oh crap.
Bah.
Buh. You racing with us, buddy?
What are we racing?
Formula 3 at Montreal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Come on, come and get some poutine with us, bud.
Yeah, RB, come on, don't be a bitch.
DJ, going back to the conversation from before, you'll be annoyed about this
Thanks,
one.
it looks clear.
Imola
We've
has
got
an external
23
pit
minutes to
lane.
get the job done.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And you know what, racing? I should have known that, but I was driving around the track, so I was kind of, like,
Yeah.
when you're locked in, you're like, your brain doesn't work.
Yeah, no, I went and looked at all the tracks. The only other one on the current calendar is Miami, and that's another one that's like, wrapped up inside of it while being external. So, but Imola, it's like, oh yeah, that one. How do you forget?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they can't
Yeah,
put it on
I
the
wasn't-
side of the hill there.
Yet, and the pit lane? Isn't there
Yellow
like
flag.
a river there as well, or stuff?
A river runs.
New
Yeah,
Tamburello, that's for sure.
Camarilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Here,
Which isn't that far, but
I'll bring it up. Yeah, there's a river. You have to cross it to get to the paddock. Not that I've ever been there.
you would know.
Yeah, it's my favorite track.
Oh god, pulling up Google Earth.
Yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.
It's EJ for you.
I presume you lot have all seen the Slick 37 plans.
We were just looking at him before it started racing.
I haven't,
Looks promising.
because I'm not as much of a
I'm
space
saying.
nut as some of the people here
Looks
are.
like plenty of job opportunities. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yellow
There you
flag.
go.
Well, I'm actually going to Florida in
Okay
2
then.
weeks. So I'm kind of waiting for that flight manifest because my parents keep on asking me like, when are we meant to go to go to the KSC? Because like I'm like the only space person in my family, but I've said that we're going to the KSC, so I'm gonna try and like
Kerbal Space Center?
get it in for a day where there's a launch. So.
Kennedy.
Yeah, you got it.
Center, I know.
Dude, you
Yeah.
can't not go to Florida on holiday
joke.
and not go to KC. It's
Yeah.
super close. Like I think the thing is like people look at it and be like, oh, it's 50 miles from Orlando. No,
I've
you're
actually
not.
been there.
Dude, you'll get there in 40 minutes.
I've not been
Go
inside of the
dead
visitor
straight.
center,
It's
but I've
50
been to
miles
the
in
parking
Florida is
lot of
nothing.
it.
It's not hard.
I haven't asked them
Friends
yet,
didn't
but
wanna
I'm
pay
always
for the
considering
tickets.
asking them if we can,
The three of us?
drive down Roberts
cheap.
Road. Is it possible to? Were you allowed to?
No,
Oh.
do not try.
Went
that.
there and
No,
that was
that's
it.
beyond the
Just-
gate. They'll get mad at
Feels
you.
bad now.
Don't do that. Go to KSTBC. KSTBC is close enough.
Yeah. I'll just slap a SpaceX sticker on the car.
They got big guns waiting for you at the gate, man.
Oh right, damn it.
We got turned around. We're like, yeah, we're gonna turn around here. He's like, wait a minute.
That's
I'm
Paul.
like, okay, man, I got it.
But
So-
yeah,
The guy behind has just done a 129.
Max, there is a river that goes behind the paddock, but you know what I didn't see is that the road comes in,
Yellow
there's a
flag.
bridge
Keep your wits
across,
about you, mate.
and you got the gates for the paddock. But I didn't realize that there was a tunnel right there. I never realized that the tunnel goes under to get to the infield. I never noticed that. Cool.
The leader's just done a 125.9.
But yeah, dude, the paddock is sandwiched between a river and the main straight.
Yeah, no surprise there.
Sector 1's quick.
Surprising.
What a great track. Love this track.
Look, apparently
That's 20 minutes to
they're
go.
apparently bringing Brightline to
I had
Cocoa
damage
Beach
anyway.
too. So
Yep. Yeah, man. Oh, I love this track so much. Or gotta be, or is it uncommon for pit walls to be on the left? What the?
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
This
When you
whole
think
conversation
start
is
this?
in regards to you when you asked the question first. Damn it! No. You go back in the VOD. I gotta qualify.
Yellow flag. Watch
I've
out.
been answering you for the past 15 minutes.
With a not so brief interlude about space stuffs.
It happens. Long story short, there are tracks with pit entrances on both sides, but it usually comes down to direction. But no, it doesn't make a difference. Like not everything is on one side of the
Leader has
other.
just done a 125.6.
You dill hole. Okay, that's kind of weird.
Sonoma and Willow Springs also have outer pits.
Yeah.
Just slowly thinking of different tracks. Like, do they have pit lanes on the outside? Do
They
they?
need a track with
Not
a
that one.
single pit entrance.
Not really any in
Yeah,
the
they're
Northeast.
fantastic.
I can't really think of any in the Northeast. I tried to hold it.
Max, this track port is poo-poo.
You're all clear.
Yes,
Stay
it
behind
is.
the line.
The 50-meter indicator in the second chicane complex is not right.
Car right.
Because it exists.
Clear right.
No. Well, no.
Sorry,
It's,
Max.
first of all, it's the wrong shape. Race and go.
Nah, I just was apologizing because I'm pretty sure I was told pit exit was clear when it was most definitely not.
I mean, I know. Regarding the 50-meter sign, I mean, I know I have it behind me. Totally didn't take that.
I don't think I took anything from the track, but to be fair, most of the shit was already taken by the time I would have gotten to it. Right. Can't touch the wall. Don't do that. Touch the wall, you get damage.
The guy in front has just done a 127.
A little slow, but it's fine for now.
P3.
What's the significance of the 50-meter
Yellow
sign?
flag. The guy behind has just done a 128.6.
I think it was the 2015 Montreal GP. I think I was there. I think I went to the 2013 and the 2015 Montreal GP. And at the 2015 one, I took the sign because I asked one of the track workers. He said, "Yeah, we're just gonna throw it away." And I'm like, "All right, thank you." So I took the 50-meter sign, and I have it behind me. It's
Yellow flag.
yeah, it's in my office. It's up
I
on
was
the
there
wall
that
behind the
year.
green screen.
There's always a chance I could have seen EJ. Wouldn't have known it though. Before I really knew who he was. Also, we didn't stick around the track for very long after the race ended.
Shut up, Pace. That's not how that happened. Ish.
15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. Yellow flag. Caution.
That's second gear.
Alright, we are right.
Oh! I saw the front of the car going towards the sky and then it disappeared. Oops.
No! Bastard.
Definitely time to be saved there. Probably waited too long there.
Yeah, that didn't do what I wanted.
Sector
You
2 is
really
0.3
get a
off
focus.
the pace.
Going on here.
Help her answer the driver.
Fine.
Car in front has just posted a 126.1. That's your best lap in this session. You're currently 1.3 off the pace. Sector 3 is
Well, the
0.7
champions
off the
indeed.
pace.
Yeah, that's why I hit it.
Driving with a damaged
It's
car.
just done 125.4.
Still seeing what I can do.
Yellow flag.
And never mind. Get less fuel in it.
Alright, shake it off. Let's go. It's not.
If exit is clear, don't cross the line.
You know, it's a good thing that we can kind of just thrash the tires to bring them in. Won't have to like.
No, I didn't get into that curb. Fuck you.
Don't have to baby it or anything to get the tires up to temperature.
Yellow flag.
It's like in real life,
B3.
at least for the Formula 1 tires. I don't know about the lower Formula, but Formula 1 tires, you do need to typically be a bit gentle with them. Just a bit.
There's a car rejoining in front.
Good enough.
Left clear left.
Not great though. Still not great.
Finale!
10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
Just fucking cooperate over the curb, please. the fastest way through there, and you just cannot touch it half the time. Half the time. You can touch it, just not always.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line. Yellow flag.
That's way too fast into there. Oops.
Screwed up. You're supposed to yell at that guy like Max. Oh, no. Wait, aren't you supposed to run him off the road? Is that what you're supposed to do?
Let's see. Hey, bucks.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Caution.
What? Why's my car just all of a sudden? Maybe
That
I
worked
hit the
well.
grass or something.
I was like, you're supposed to wait there, I think.
No, I was looking at something else.
Oh.
Please.
You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
Too deep. Okay, I'll just get a massive slipstream down the back straight. Or not.
Sector 2 is
Just sparking up a new
4.7 off
conversation.
the pace.
What do you guys think they're going to do to, like, redo pad A or pad 1?
Yellow flag.
I think
Drop it down better again.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. Because, like, the few things I have heard from people is obviously the island's going to go, but you know, I've heard some people going on about completely redoing the tower, which I've always kind of said they wouldn't do that because they can't. I don't. Is there even a feasible way they'd actually be able to take it down? Because you can't really collapse it because they've got no space to do that. And
Same crane they put it up there with?
They cast
No,
concrete
but
with
they
a
can't,
piling,
yeah.
dude.
Oh, yeah, true.
And also, they'd have to basically the amount of time it'd take to disassemble all the piping inside, and it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently it's sinking because so whether or not they just kind of do more
Nice.
pilings. But yeah, I'm not really. That's not my area of like, you know, expertise. I'm more
Yellow
so
flag.
like
Keep your wits about you, mate.
I'm not structural.
I feel like I just lost time there.
I mean, I see no reason why. Maybe not to like rapidly reuse, but they can just integrate it or convert the fittings to booster
Good enough.
3 or whatever. Same size.
Because, well, I mean, people like Zach have theorized that water-cooled steel plate does not have long raft.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, I can see that too.
To be fair, I agree with them.
Huh?
Smart idea for the problem they
Build
had.
polish out, mate. Forget
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, it saved them from having to do a complete pad retrofit
That's
back
5
then.
minutes to
But,
go. 5 minutes.
um,
What happened there?
Who knows? Only time will
Yeah.
tell.
What happened there?
We got enough time for another lap.
I didn't. I'm pretty sure I wasn't late there, and yet it acted like I was late. I wasn't making that apex. Was it the arrow loss?
Traffic on the exit, keep it tight.
Not enough arrow drag?
We're on the out lap, guys. Let's see if we can get some pace here. 2.5 off.
Yellow flag, watch out.
I don't want to weave too much because EJ's right there and he's not really backing off. I do want to bring my tires in at some point before the start of the next lap. Fuck's sake!
Yep.
Disagree.
Sector 1
I
is...
feel like I put that much throttle into it. Could chuck it in there faster if I knew I could actually reliably ride the curbs.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. The leader has just done a 124.9.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not doing
Christ.
that. Then.
Cool. Just make it worse. Why not?
That's your quickest lap. That lap was at 126.8.
No. Just abusing the curbs. Too much. Trying to abuse carrying speed through and getting abused as a result. There you go.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
I can probably get around for another lap, but the arrow's kind of wrecked. Hey. Just around in time for another lap.
Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. The guy behind has just done a 127.3.
Let's come to a complete stop, why don't you?
the end of the session. P3.
I noticed the checkered flag in the top left and it threw me off. Like, what do you mean checkered flag? I didn't take the checkered flag. Oh shit, there's a corner here.
This is difficult.
Be a lot easier if the
Oh,
curbs
sounds
weren't
pretty-
such trash. How much fuel do we need for 10 laps?
You got loads of fuel.
How much fuel do we need for 10 laps?
I didn't catch that.
How much fuel for 10 laps?
For 10 laps. We estimate that we'll need 23 litres.
Yeah.
Ben, you got your restricted license, can finally drive alone. Nice. That's cool. I think you said that an hour ago. Whatever. Just checking up with the YouTube chat.
Oh, YouTube chat. Just wondering, who said that? Oh, it's YouTube chat. I can't
Yep.
see YouTube chat.
There's the time.
Well, I could have gone about as fast as Max did if I actually could put together a fucking lap, but Command Racer's just cheating. Some grip packs. OP.
I'm just gonna.
P3, get ready. Time
You're
to
just
focus.
gonna send it. How many laps? 10, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, my
20.
ping. Come on, settle
Or
down.
Should be plenty. Yeah, 24 liters.
I went 25 because why not? It doesn't matter at the end of the day.
I agree, Pace. You get no argument from me. You said it was understeer, though. But, yeah, you know what happens when you know the car is going to understeer? You know the car is going to understeer because you're taking the inside line on a corner. You know it's going to understeer. You know what you do? You usually step on the brakes. But that didn't happen, I guess. Because there's no way he doesn't know that the car's not gonna understeer in the corner on the inside line there. There's no way. Like, there's no way you don't know that. Okay. Here we go.
Second
No,
units.
no
I went
rolling
onto the
start,
track
guys.
using my
Yep,
shifter.
standing start. We go.
I
And
literally just used my shifter
Hello.
for that.
Go.
And it's lights out and away we go! Start Formula 3! Free in Montreal with the second Gilles Villeneuve! And Hamilton and Vettel! Oh, Hamilton and Vettel, oh, so close! Oh, and they touch, Martin, they touch!
Car left. Hold your
sketchy.
clear left.
Things are definitely cold. What about my brakes, though? I don't know if my brakes are cold or not. There we go. They're not cold. Not anymore.
Okay, start will do. Time to get to work.
Yeah, I gained a position.
The gap to Max ahead is now 0.7.
Damn. Substream's definitely working from back here because I am catching slightly.
This is brilliant. Keep it up. P2. is Max.
Yeah, more. Fucking. Oh! Issues were had behind.
The gap to Max ahead is increasing. It's now 1.3.
Yeah, I know, I'm almost out of slipstream range. And now I will be.
That's not the track
The leader
Alpha.
has just done a 126.
No.
7.
I'm gonna blame the slipstream.
Sure.
Yeah, it's the slipstream, not the grass.
Definitely.
Simple, I just need to do better than he does, and I can catch up and get back in DRS range like I am. Slipstream, rather. Range.
You're reeling P1 in. The gap is now 0.8.
Chicken nuggies.
Okay.
That's a wall.
Let me guess, we crashed.
Yes, yes.
Amazing how it works.
Yeah, that happens.
Good luck. That's your quickest today.
Early. I didn't hit a wall though. Please, DRS, open when I push the damn button.
Arpo, that's not a Ferrari as
Car
well.
right side's clear. Car right.
Yeah.
Clear right.
Much for that.
The car ahead has just done a 125.7.
I guess it's my turn to spin now?
Ideally. Yeah, I lost a bit of rear arrow, didn't I?
D4.
Damn tires. Just let me do what I want. Stop sliding.
The gap to P3 in front is now 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, I'd very much prefer if it wasn't. But he's getting a stronger slipstream than I am, so I'm hardly getting pulled along then. Could go a little deeper there. think I'm out of slipstream at this point. It's only a second and a half. Yeah, I'm not gaining at all. Damn.
Yep, that's the end of that. Ow. I caught the second curve of champions.
Yellow flag. That's half distance. The fuel's okay. You've just done a 126.9.
Early again, but... Cool, I have no rear wing anymore.
Ignore the aero damage. It's nothing.
Well, if the curbs weren't fucking trash, Dingle, you know? But no, you can't touch basically any of the fucking curbs around this place without risking just getting yeeted off the side of the track. Or spinning. But that's nothing new, honestly. Thanks.
The gap to P3 ahead is increasing. It's now 9.1 seconds. You've used half your fuel.
Just let me shift down, game.
The next car is one lap behind. Yellow flag. Look out for the pit speed limit.
But honestly, take new tires. It's not like it would make much of a difference. But it's not like it would make much of a difference. There's a car closer behind than I thought, I guess.
Pit exit's clear.
Or maybe not, I don't know.
Hold on.
That was something I didn't hear Fan Racer doing earlier. Rapidly shifting down. He's doing more of that sort of thing.
The leader's just done a 126.1.
I prefer to abuse the engine braking as much as I can. Have to be a bit slower in the lower gears though. Especially first.
Oh, there it is.
Oops. And that's why you have to slow down at least a little. Yeah. Do I ever learn? No. To be fair,
We've seen a little bit of bodywork damage there.
I did go through there once just fine, at least once. Again, it's like basically a coin flip whether or not you're going to survive touching the curbs here.
Damn.
Is that all slipstream?
I don't know.
That seemed like a lot.
Yeah. That's like it didn't activate DRS, but I'm pretty sure it did.
I'm going to die through the next turn. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
P5, it's getting closer. The gap's now 19 seconds. 2 to go.
This is fun. Well, the highlight for this race is just basically gonna be up to the first spin and then checkered flag because, like, nothing else happens of importance. Oh, I see I got pinged over in EJ's. What are you pinging? Nothing important. Yep, that works well. The back end is just so skittish now.
1 more lap to go.
Even with DRS closed. It feels like it's open half the time.
Yep. Hi, Jay.
Hello.
Just following the trail.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Thank you,
Nice
RB.
one, EJ.
Took you out, dude. But yeah, thank you.
I mean, I spun on my own, so twice.
Twice.
Oh yeah, man.
And you didn't.
I didn't
Basically.
spend but I
Yeah.
don't ride as fast as anybody else, dude.
Sometimes that's the more important thing. But you know what they used to say, what they say. To finish first, you have to finish. So.
The leader has just done
I was
125.3.
locking in there at the end.
This is a difficult track.
I love Montreal. It's one of my favorite tracks, dude. Old school. You got a lot of you got some technical obstacles here and there, but it's super fast. There's a lot of straights, a lot of room for passing.
P4, there's the checkered
I
flag.
love this track, dude.
Yeah, it's all fun.
And I've been here, which makes me really happy. Like, see that bridge, dude? I've been up on that bridge.
Oh, there it goes.
Hit the wall so hard, my car turned into a vibrator.
Yeah, that definitely happens sometimes.
Whatever you said, Racing Pro, it caused my audio drivers to nope out. All I heard is I hit my car on the wall and dunk.
Yeah, they didn't want you hearing that, probably for good reason.
Yeah.
Can you post the results, dude?
I can. That will
I
take
don't
a
want to
second.
see the results.
Not
Do we
the
want
button.
to
What's up?
do NASCAR?
No.
One quick race?
I have
I
to get up
changed-
early in the morning, dude. I can't. I want to, but I can't.
That's like 15 minutes. Most.
Already almost
just-
11.
Don't do this to me. Is that Adrian? No, that's Max. That's Max, Mike. Not so fun. What's one got to do to hop in? Jump into the Discord, man. Here, let me post the Discord link. And then there's a whole tutorial section in the Discord, dude. We
Waiting
have
for the
auto
results
downloaders.
to
We
be posted,
play
I
Zeta
guess.
with mods. But we have like an auto downloader that you can get. It's made by Predominant or Graham Weldon in chat, a guy that I trust, and it's an executable. You run the executable, it installs all the mods that you need for the most part. There's a couple other things you got to do. Every race is open. It's open. We do have a series, but it kind of think of it like Indy. Like you can race. There's a series, but also you can enter any race you want. The FNR guide channel is where you want to go. Yeah, and that's the fun. I wasn't sure if you were in the Discord or not. Good racing. Thanks, Brendan. I still want to go to one of these races, dude. Montreal is awesome. It's a good time. Montreal's
95.
very fun, dude. Very fun city. There's a lot of fun stuff to do there, like
Ouch.
during the race and stuff. The whole city turns into a big party.
Ouch.
Pretty good time.
That was terrible.
Command Racer got me by a 1%. Good race, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, man, it was a good time. You're super familiar with Content Manager? Oh, dude, you're easy. Just jump in with us.
I got a couple laps into the
Get all the
26s.
mods easily. FNR guide, man. Just pop
Christ,
in.
even
Easy
EJ
peasy.
had
You're
a
welcome
better
to race
lap
with
than
us
me.
anytime. Not so fun.
Oh, my second consistency is crazy.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
I
you manage that, dude, but all right.
I
A
don't
lot
know
of
either.
invalid laps. Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
How does the consistency
Only
thing get
4.
calculated?
I think it's a delta from fastest to slowest valid lap.
Yeah.
Yep.
And his spin
Did
lap
it
got
throw out the lap I
excluded
spun?
because it was invalid.
Probably.
Okay.
So that's how
Yeah,
99.3.
99.36, man. You were busting face.
Yeah,
8
when I
tenths
wasn't
off
spinning.
there, 5 tenths
Yeah,
off
me neither, dude. We
there.
didn't spin and we
Well, no, I did. I did.
Oh. Yeah, you did. That's right. You did on like lap 4 or something.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, it was pretty
Lap
early.
two.
Yeah.
It was somewhat close.
Yeah,
that.
only second lap for you is invalid.
Okay.
All right, here.
DJ has
Environment.
no invalid laps.
Environment.
Yeah,
Environment.
I love Montreal. That's one of my favorite tracks.
Environment. I think that was the end of the
Probably in
race.
July, but I don't know how. And Sawyer, yeah, you have 4. Actually, not that bad.
environment.
4 invalid laps.
Oh no,
Not
that was the end of the
So,
race.
Over here, you can see the YouTube.
You
thing,
can tell
guys.
because it's over 200
You can see the YouTube chat over there. That's fine.
kph.
Hi, YouTube chat.
I don't think
So
it's
check
meters
this
per
out. Not so
second.
fun. Find the info. So, like, you're
Cut,
at the top
cut,
of the
cut.
Discord, right? And then Bob will send me a picture of the train. Go down here.
Oh, I see. It's just
find
in
the
order of
tab
that, not in
that
order
says
of
Friday
laps.
Night Racing. I was just on it.
I had
right
3
there,
cuts.
FNR
To be
guide.
fair, one of them was probably pits.
And Max has the whole thing. You know, you got Content Manager, so you can pretty much skip that step. You need a certain CSP, and then Sol, and then the download the mods. And
Command Racer
yeah,
didn't
put
start
the UI that you
third,
want,
but
and
end of lap 1.
yeah, we use real penalty. So like for the series that we race, we're racing 10 races this season. The next one is Le Mans that we're probably either racing next
French
week or the week
countryside.
after. That you need real
Can you
penalty
tell
for
when I
that.
pit?
But yeah, I got CSP preview, saw all the fun stuff. Yeah, dude, just download the mods. You should be good to go.
Maybe
Get the mod downloader.
I think it was
and go
Sawyer
from
in the
there.
pits.
Should
I
tell you
guess he
everything
was
you need.
actually a lap back.
Is there a role? I don't think so.
There is
If-
kinda.
There is something.
if it's this, like if the FNR channels are hidden by default, you can go into what's it called, channels and roles at the very top of Discord, and there is a "Are you interested in Assetto Corsa" thingy, and if you highlight that, it might then show all the channels.
It might. Discord's good like that. Discord is very good
I
at
actually
hiding
remember
channels
if that's
away.
a requirement, but just in case, it's one thing to check.
You added 100 gigs of CM stuff. Yeah, tell me about it, dude. Wow,
Media.
I really drove every lap fine there. That's pretty cool.
Better than I did.
You guys ever race Monte Carlo? We never.
Tell me you didn't
we've
just
raced
launch
Monaco in the
IMS.
past, but we usually don't because
You just launched IMS, right?
what's the right way to say this? We're amateurs and we'll crash.
We had
The
it on the
last-
schedule a few weeks
Huh?
ago. Well, when I don't know what happened. I think you had some stuff to do, but yeah,
I was.
we could have
Yeah.
raced.
Yeah, that weekend was the weekend of the wedding, dude. That's
Oh
why I
yeah,
couldn't.
I think that was it.
That's why I didn't do it. Yeah. The funnest I've had in Friday night racing is when we raced
Shame, we had
1986
a
Formula
nice
One cars
schedule,
at
a
Monaco.
nice lineup of
It's
stuff.
so that the difficulty level is
Scheduled for that
unmatched.
weekend.
Like that is the hardest thing we've done in this game, dude.
That's
Was that-
still a thing we could do.
Yeah.
98
In
T's at
general.
Monaco. I'd do it.
Yeah.
I love that car. 98 T is one of my all-time favorite Formula One cars. 1,400 freaking horsepower because frick you. 1,400 horse, twin turbo V6 makes 1,400 horse.
I thought it was up to
1,000
1500
horsepower
at
in
this
race
point.
tune, right? With a freaking manual gearbox and a clutch pedal. That's fucking badass, dude. That's such a badass car, man. That's so cool. That's Senna. Senna drove it. It's so freaking cool, dude. It's one of my all-time favorite Formula One cars. And then the JPS,
This
the
wall,
John
I'm
Player
not sure it's
Special
modeled
livery, the JPS
100%
livery is
correctly.
just straight fire.
Certainly
that is one
not
of the
how I remember it
sweetest
being.
looking paint schemes of all time. Look at that car, dude. That's badass. That's a friggin' race car. What's the easiest race, O-Force? Oh shit. I don't know.
Wait, Daytona.
Yeah, I'd say
Road course?
NASCAR.
It's
Probably.
easy in some aspects, but not so much
Oh.
in others.
Oh, bro, I love that car. It's one of my all-time favorites. That and a Ferrari 641. Hold on. The
Oh yeah, 641.
641.
That's yeah, yep.
Oh, oh,
You're speaking my language now.
yeah, dude. That car is fucking mint. Look at that freaking racer. It's beautiful.
I'm still so mad that they now changed, like a few seasons ago, changed from the red and black livery on the current Ferraris.
Oh yeah, I like the red.
and
The red.
blue.
Good enough.
The red black with the yellow is.
Yeah,
Ace, dude.
Not this
Yep.
HP red and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. That's stupid. Those aren't Ferrari colors.
I don't know what
Take
it's
it
like
off.
nowadays, but yeah,
Doesn't
that's
suit you.
not what I
Take it
remember.
off.
But my
Not how it was
sponsors
when I
don't
was-
sell cigarettes no more.
Here, I'll show you,
That's so stupid.
as I can.
Because I will say
It'll
this:
take me a second, though.
the MP44 with the Marlboro Dayglow livery is. Woo! Hello. Nice. That car.
All the photos.
Yeah,
I was
that
about to
kind
say,
of
all
gives you
those
an
photos
idea.
have them cut off.
The car is a freaking looker, dude. Look at.
You can
that
see the
frickin'
wall
thing.
gets
That's
set back
so
in.
Cool, man. Look at how wide the damn slick is. The Formula One cars nowadays don't even use a freaking tire that wide. That's like a 355 rear slick.
And it
That's
comes back out.
badass, man.
They are wider now. It's a 405 or 450.
No
the-
shit.
the Haas
Oh,
team
that's
was out
cool.
that day. This
I
was
like
on a
that.
Thursday.
Too bad
It's
they're
just-
freaking. Too bad they're
Yeah.
as long as my fucking Coronet. Fucking Formula One
Longer.
cars are as long. There's no way it's longer than that thing.
They are. I think they're like. Well, they're a bit shorter now, I think, but
Do
they're
I have
like
any
what is
better
it, like
photos that show it?
5.6, 5.7 meters long.
You got to be shitting me.
Yeah, they're like a pickup truck long.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. My car is 19 feet long. The Coronet's 19 feet long. They're as long as the freaking Coronet. God damn it.
Yeah.
Looking through these
Well,
photos.
Luckily, they're gonna be shorter next year, which is gonna do nothing because they're gonna be shit in other ways.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
much shorter?
I'll be
I
right on
don't
with it.
know, like
A few inches?
something like that.
I just realized I didn't activate the
I
think
radar
they're
auto
longer.
capture.
Longer and wider? I don't know if they're wider, dude. Here, hold on. Let me go
Oh,
measure how
meters.
wide that car is. 3 meters? All right, give me 1 sec.
2.
Let me see. 2 meters wide?
I think that's most race cars these days.
All right, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. I want to go measure.
This wasn't from a photo. By the way. It's dumb. I'm not gonna play it, but yeah, it's safety car. I'm just at the wall. 2016 was a good year for me visiting the track. Yeah, I got to be at Wall of Champions while safety car was practicing on Thursday. Amazing what can happen when you know the right people. I didn't know all the right people, so that's about as good as it got. But good enough.
That boat is the size of a damn Formula One car. It's
Oh, trash
70
cars up.
6 feet. It was 6 feet, so that's basically 2 meters. It's just a little bit. I'd say the Formula One
guess
car
I
is just
could
a
help.
smidge wider than that
I
thing,
was hitting the wrong
but it's
button.
as long as the damn car.
Now, why did that just load
Oh
instantly?
my goodness!
What the hell?
Yeah, at least it's not as heavy.
That's weird. Usually
How
it
much Formula
stalls
One
for a
cars weigh?
second.
These days? Oh
Six,
god, what
yeah.
is it?
Like-
800?
800? Yeah.
800 kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about they're about 2,000 pounds lighter. So about
But
about
that's I
1,000
think that's
kilograms.
without fuel though.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Dude.
gonna be like 900. Yeah.
2,000 pounds lighter. That's pretty funny. Yeah, freaking 1,000 kilos. Well,
half,
yeah.
still-
basically half the mass.
Oh yeah, there's the game
That's
audio
crazy.
again.
Kind of.
I had the other game audio unmuted, which is
Okay,
fine.
so here's the solution.
Just-
We
Oh, if
figure
it's
out how
good or
to
not.
weave carbon fiber, and we make a carbon fiber shell of the coronet. then we see if it's as fast. People have done that though with the Charger. I don't know if you guys knew that. People made like a totally carbon fiber 68 Charger, and it's really
believe it.
goddamn fast.
When did that get on my trash car livery? When did that end up there?
The Cornet 5th or 6th.
I don't remember doing that. Doesn't mean that I didn't, but I don't remember doing that.
Coronet? Oh,
I didn't think this livery had been touched in
you
quite
know
a
what,
while.
man? I'd have to look. Hold on. Here, the Ring Brothers Charger.
Maybe when it was upgraded to 4K? Was it
50,
upgraded to
65,
4K?
yes.
I don't know.
It is a Charger.
Hardly
that's not
touch my
Ring
liveries
Brothers, it's
anymore,
Speedcore,
so I
excuse
don't
me.
know how things
They
are when they get changed.
Took
or
all the
anything.
shell and all the panels and remade them in carbon fiber and made a full carbon fiber chassis Dodge Charger. I believe it has a Hellcat motor in it. Last time. I
Also, we're
looked.
gonna have fun
is
in just a second with the
Absurd.
camera.
That car weighs nothing. It weighs nothing. It's Formula
10
One car
laps.
fast.
Get ready.
Like I saw it on Hoonigan one time. That's how I know.
And
Yeah, it's got 900 horse.
Got there
Semi-Charger.
eventually.
How much does that freaking thing weigh?
you say 10? I don't care.
It's got a 6.2 liter Demon engine in it. It's even more than a Hellcat.
I'm just here because
I'm gonna say, don't say how
I'm
much the
being
car
nice.
weighs.
I
but-
don't even want to be here doing this.
I mean, a carbon fiber charger.
Also, Max wants me to
maybe
test
1,000 kilos.
French
maybe.
countryside stuff, so
Maybe.
I have to stick around, I
2,200
guess.
pounds, maybe. That's ridiculous. 2,200 pounds with 950 horsepower. That's almost
green, green.
F1 car power weight. That's
Almost.
pretty damn. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, right, Tessa? That's fast, man. That's a lot of power for that car. That's really cool. Sorry, I'm still looking at the. Bro,
Who needs
look
a
at the
handbrake?
size of the fucking compressor. Look at the size of the compressor on that bitch. You gotta be shitting me. Look at the compressor versus turbine. That's crazy. Bro, can you say turbo lag? Oh my goodness. No wonder these things have such lag. Look at that. Look at this. This is the compressor housing. The compressor housing's huge. And the turbine is itty bitty.
Shut up, Geeson.
Spool it to the moon, man.
I agree.
Holy shit. No wonder these get turbo lag.
What's the pipe coming
No, it's a wastegate, homie. That's what that is. Because the exhaust is down here. So that's your wastegate.
Oh, does he?
It's a pipe that goes to the radiator. What the? Oh, it's your intercooler. No, wait. How did? RB, I have no idea. It's recirculating boost pressure. I mean, I was gonna say it's going to the intercooler, but yeah, does this? It takes some of the wastegate pressure and dumps it right back into the charge pipe. Anti-lag, Paul? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's the anti-lag. Got it. I know what anti-lag is.
So
I've
what's
never,
being
seen
tested here?
Like mechanically, what it looks like. Dude, look at this. Are you shitting? Freaking V6. V6 makes freaking 1,000 horsepower. 1,000 horsepower, manual gearbox. Just fuck you. That's awesome. Do it. It's oh shit. Not an RA100. The RA100 is the
Car left.
Hold on.
Clear
RA168.
You're leading. The leader has just done a 46.7. That lap was a 46.6.
I went faster.
1.5 liters. Yep. It's tiny. 1500 cc engine making 1,000 horsepower. Twin turbos from each bank.
No, unfortunately, Evil, they don't suck, really.
Dude, I love it.
That's
so
the
much.
problem from my perspective.
Oh, so good, dude.
That felt fun.
Don't be intimidated by this little
About
shit.
next
Make
year's
it work
car.
for it.
Okay, Mr. Baron. I have a delivery for a Baron.
I understand now why we couldn't stay.
26, they shortened the car to 3,400 mil.
I understand.
1,900 mil wide.
Right side's clear. That was a 45.4.
So they're 3.4 meters?
Wheelbase.
Oh, the wheelbase, yeah. Why they? What's the wheelbase shortening? How? What are they taking away?
You're right.
Adding or whatever.
Wait,
Still there.
so the
Clear right.
3400 is gonna be what next year then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, stay with him.
I think they're maximum 3600 this year.
Sounds
Yeah,
right.
that's what it is. Why did they shorten the wheelbase? What was
Me
the 70
Just to-
kilogram fuel tank?
Just to make the car smaller, lighter.
You know how you could really make the car smaller and lighter?
By limiting the wheelbase.
Well, yeah, that and refueling, allow refueling and stop being a bunch of pansies.
They actually have smaller fuel tanks than they had in the refueling era, basically. Like the 9080 had 160 liter fuel tank, something like that. And they have what,
Distance,
100,
fuel looks good.
110
That's the
now,
fastest
maybe?
lap of the race. The leader has just done a 44.5.
They've just that
That
much
lap
more
time was
efficient. So the fuel tank isn't
44.4.
actually that big. It's just they like
Well, that's good to know.
before they introduced the what was it, 2022 wheelbase limit.
Your right front tyre's
All the
getting
cars
hot.
were like only as long as they were because they wanted more floor space for downforce.
Come on, we can have this bastard.
They
Yeah.
don't actually have to be that long.
The point that I'm trying to make is they should bring back refueling and shorten the damn wheelbase. These cars look like fucking boats.
Yeah.
As long as my freaking car. That's stupid. They should be
That's the
tiny.
fastest lap. The leader has just done a 44.2.
3 purples in a row.
Just done a 44.2.
N95. Fuck you. How about that? Yeah, dude. I know, because I got a truck that's you could land a freaking airplane on.
Oh god, that rubber banding.
I did repair that frame rail today. I'm pretty happy about that. And I made some huge progress with the welder. It kind of clicked in my head. I'm like, oh,
Tire
that's
temperatures
how you
look
do
good.
that. Wow, I'm dumb. You're upset because I'm right. I think you're upset because I'm right.
Your lap time was at 44.1. You're matching race pace.
That was my fastest lap yet. Okay.
Stop fannying about. Fucking pass it.
I'm good. I love that car.
Oh,
So
apparently,
good. I love it because when you
apparently
hit
they
that
went out of
beginning
track
the
limits or
natural
something,
holes, it goes
or
on that.
they were just that much faster. I don't know. Probably that much faster last lap.
Watch your right front temperature. It's hot.
Next year's rules
Thank you, Jim.
are so bad. They went for
And
a
water is
50-50
wet.
between the ECU and the battery. How about we just go back to engines? How about we just do that? I'd like to see the cars go back to no wing like they were in the 60s.
2 to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium. P2.
That's. I know why people would want that, but also it wouldn't look very good when pinnacle of motorsport would go slower than some
You're just
other
gonna have to send it late.
lower series.
That's what I'm saying, man. You know, like, I don't even mind the hybrids or anything. I don't even mind nothing like that.
Car
Like,
right.
that doesn't
Clear
bother
right.
me. But, like, we should have, like,
Push,
hybrid
push, push, or we'll
V12s.
lose this place.
Hybrid
Car
V12s,
left.
electric motor boost, the
Clear left.
MGU,
Good pass. Eyes
like,
front.
or any, like, energy recovery
Whoops.
or anything should be not there for efficiency. It should be there to go fucking faster.
Last lap. Bring it on home. You're
New
2
fuel
tenths
is
off the pace in sector
$300
1.
because
You're a
it's
tenth off the pace in
sustainable.
sector
That's
2.
the kind of
Sector
shit
3 is
I'm talking
0.4
Whoop.
off the pace. On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
$300 a liter of fuel.
Right side.
Well, now I
Who
can't
the-
go
Why do
behind
we
them.
let these people run Formula One? Why do we let these people
Still
run
there.
Formula One? It's stupid.
Clear right.
Yeah, the cars are
Tire
carbon
temps are all
neutral.
fine.
The fucking shit that moves them around isn't. And it'd be stupid to think that the traveling circus that is Formula One can ever be carbon neutral. That's dumb.
Perfect
It's so
drive.
stupid.
Absolutely flawless.
Like we put all they
Flawless.
move the cars around
Yeah.
in a fucking airplane
Sure.
in a 747. Like what? What?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, stop
Point
pretending. Who are you trying to
026.
convince? Just fucking give them fucking avgas.
That's what
and
happens
say,
when you
"Fucking, here
have
you go."
space to
That's what
not.
Formula E is for.
be slower?
Yeah, that's fine if you want to go slower and not as fast. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what
Maybe
Max
need to
was
turn up one
testing,
of
but
the single
hopefully
chassis series
replicating
like
what
they're
we did
currently
last week
heading
a little
for,
bit
or
helped.
unleash the
Hell no.
engineers and stop stop hamstringing them. I like that part, Tessa. I say, it needs to run on this fuel. It needs to run on this fuel.
Now to wait
Car
for
needs to weigh this much.
French
You need to use
countryside
these tires.
stuff to be prepped.
Fucking have at it.
Which I don't know. Maybe Max
No-
already has
no
that ready,
hybrid
but he
shit.
just needs to let me
No
know.
hybrid shit. Or I mean, if you want, I don't know. I wouldn't want hybrid. It just complicates things. I prefer desert racing for that reason. The top classes are unlimited. Yeah, man. Isn't that Indy? Indy's a spec series, homie. The Delaria. What are they up to now, Gee? Like the DW16 or 12 or whatever? I don't.
I mean, it's the same chassis they've been using for over a decade now, essentially. But
And then, oh shit, racing. Didn't they like? I only watched Indy. I haven't watched much racing this year. Don't they have like hybrid systems now? And don't they suck? Like everybody has problems with them.
Yep.
I haven't watched
Basically.
much
Enough.
else.
Enough with this
Okay.
shit. This doesn't make racing better. It doesn't make it more sustainable.
Almost
It makes
took
it
first.
stupid. Stop it.
Almost.
Stop it.
I mean, I murdered Max, and then I almost
The only-
murdered you
only-
as well.
Only cars
Bit of a
that
shit show
hybrid,
those last
hybrid
couple
was
laps.
actually kind of cool and were the LMP1s.
Yep.
That's pretty much the only car that actually deserved a hybrid.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
What is this, Baron? No, but my environment. Shut
You
the
and Max
fuck
both
up.
had some good recoveries there.
My environment. Give me a freaking break. That's what I mean, geek.
Too
Like
far
Formula One needs
sideways
to take a
and,
good look in the
oops.
mirror. You know what? So does NASCAR and Indy and every single race. This bullshit about
Ooh, 100
sustainability. It's
megabit
fucking
per
auto racing.
second.
Shut up. Shut up and just go faster.
Or a
Like, this
little
is
bit there.
ridiculous.
Now it's down to 60 some.
Max Verstappen has echoed his Red Bull team principal Christian Horner's warning over the problems they believe the 2026 F1 rules will create. And for me, the problem is it's not going to be an internal combustion engine competition. Yeah, like whoever has
I
the
would be
strongest engine
BMW,
will have a
but
big benefit.
not for
And I
this.
actually think it should be the opposite. What the fuck?
All right, let's see how terrible this is.
That has to be taken out of context. What?
It's only going to take 2 laps to get the tires up to temp, right?
Combustion engine competition, like whoever has the
Right?
strongest engine will have a big benefit. I
It's a
think
long
it actually
fucking
should be
lap.
the opposite.
Oh,
I've been
aren't we
talking about
fancy
it
with
with
the
the team,
screenshot?
and I've seen the data already on the
All the
simulator. To
liveries
me,
that
it
aren't
looks
even
pretty
used
terrible.
anymore because people just don't show up. I say all, there's a couple.
Exactly, Hank. We're kidding ourselves. We're not being environmentally friendly. We're convincing ourselves that we are being environmentally friendly. All that's doing is making the sport worse. I've been thinking about that with the team. I mean, if you go flat out on the straight at Monza, I don't know what it is, like 400 or 500 meters before the
I need
straight, you
to
have
grab that
downshift
setup.
flat out because that's faster. I think that's not the way forward, but of course that's probably one of the worst tracks. Hey, fuck you, Max. How about that?
Yeah, fuck you, Max.
Yeah, fuck you, Max. Wait, who are we? Never mind. Is he here? You even here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So let me get this straight. Max Verstappen doesn't think that the team that brings the most
I'm getting the
powerful
setup,
engine
but it takes a
should have
minute.
an advantage. Come again?
Okay, camera change position.
I get.
No one ever said Max was smart.
Still waiting.
I don't understand.
You're really not missing anything.
What's that telling?
Hey,
Yeah,
there it
exactly.
is.
What that's telling me is that Red Bull's internal combustion engine for
Oh.
2026 sucks.
Well, of course it is. It's Ford.
Oh. Oh.
Actually,
the
not wrong there.
The batteries are made by. No, it's the batteries. It's not the motor.
No, it's the whole damn thing.
Fucking fuck.
Well,
What was the outcome of this
Punched by Ford,
exchange
I
here? I
guess.
don't remember,
That's about
honestly.
it.
It's basically a Honda engine.
Still, basically, yeah.
Ballsy move to be doing that, though. I don't know what happened there, by the way. The game's just like, nah, I'm done.
Verstappen's driving so shit recently.
Also, I said I need to
He's
grab
on
the
now
setup.
his
I don't
contract
actually
to
know
go
that I
to
did,
Audi.
but I did anyway because I don't know how locked down it is.
He would just dump Red Bull like a parking ticket.
It's a
He would
little.
do that, you know.
Master
Oh, yeah.
cylinder.
Well,
He would
Vettel
do
Oh
that.
yeah, no, it's not locked down at all.
Yeah.
Only the arrow is.
Yeah,
basically.
Vettel did it because he didn't like Ricardo, but at least I don't know that for sure.
Really real penalty.
Vettel jumped ship because he could see the Red Bull was not going to
Yellow
make
flag,
it.
watch out. The exit's clear, don't cross the white line.
And that's exactly what Verstappen's seeing now.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, look at it. How much
It's
talent is actually
being
left
very
in that team?
spammy,
They've
yes,
lost
Max.
Adrian Newey, they've lost half.
I'm just waiting to get kicked at
engineers.
this point.
Who's left?
Also, I forgot I don't have brakes.
I'm just looking at a picture of the Lotus 49.
Hands.
No.
There it is.
To me, that is the ideal Formula One. It's purely mechanical driver control. comes down to the driver alone.
Dude, I like if I made a lot of money, I would start a series, not a spec series. I'd start a series just like this. Like you can't, no aero elements, so you can fucking wheel a car, and it would be dangerous, and people would get hurt. But I'd be like, yo, this is dangerous. You got to be careful. You know what you're doing. Don't be an idiot. You know. Yeah, geek. Exactly. Fucking bias plies. Are you shitting me? Bias plies
I'd
with like
be fine
500
with letting them
board.
have some safety,
Bad
put
driver.
some crash
You and
structure
me
around the
both.
sides of the driver and over his head and what have you. But,
Yeah.
not to the
Just
extent
real
they've got
penalty
them
being
now.
stupid.
They don't need it.
Yeah, Jared, basically Formula Ford, except not a spec thing. But dude, look at that. Look at the DFE motor. It was one of the best motors ever devised. The DFE is unreal. That fucking motor is awesome.
All right, let's
Yeah, Cosworth
try
at
that
the
again.
best.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, you know, like for the longest time, dude, like when I was a lot younger watching F1, right? I was like, you know, they just screw all this hybrid stuff. They shouldn't do that. They don't need to do that. That's dumb. And then I was like, okay, I kind of understand the need to, blah, 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 blah. And as I get older, I'm just like, no, they should be going faster. I agree with like 15-year-olds.
Clear. Stay
Like,
behind the white line.
no, just no, none of this crap. It's just complicating things. Stop it. It's like we came full circle.
Plus, when you consider in those days, they used to use one engine for most of the season. Longer than they're doing even now.
Yeah, right.
That particular engine went, what was it, 1965, 66? Through to about 92.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but
That's
it
why
wasn't
that
being
motor is
used
amazing,
much
dude.
after
Yeah.
the early 80s.
Freaking production, 67 to 83, and they were using it into the 90s. In Formula One cars. It was still freaking competitive.
Yeah, the last one to use it was the Benetton.
Yeah.
Also,
And
Max, or
Ford, yeah.
Max, EJ said that he's got to be up early. He doesn't want to get
And it ran
almost
right
11:30
through
at this
turbo
point.
era, and still wasn't exactly super competitive, but it could
Typical
still pedal.
EJ.
Yeah. I know about Wesley Hagen's channel. That guy's cool, Hellfish. Eventually, dude, that's the kind of stuff I would like to do in the shop. I want to do crazy things with cars. Like, just absolutely nut job stuff. Like what Wesley Hagen does. That guy's cool. NASCAR needs to go back to 70. Geek homologation rules would fix NASCAR pretty much overnight. Homologation rules.
Brake
with
temp makes a
cage
big
crash
difference.
structure on a stock chassis. That would
Makes
fix
a
NASCAR.
big
It
difference.
fix most of the racing around the world nowadays.
Yeah.
Because they're all like that now. The touring cars, be it British, World, Australians, everyone. All stock chassis. With plastic tub over the top.
Yeah, it's so stupid. What is wrong with NASCAR?
Brakes are up to temp,
Man,
but the tires are still a little cold.
The racing's fine. The cars are shit.
The racing isn't even that good. Like, I mean, the racing's cool, but like everything ends under freaking green-white checkers nowadays. Like, and you never know. Like, the most dominant car is not guaranteed to win. It's that.
There's no
Why?
engineering left in the sport.
Yeah, it's just you got to do this, and then all you do, it's like it's not a spec series, but it's basically a spec series, dude. NASCAR, Graham, how NASCAR used to be is it used to be like Formula One. NASCAR in the '60s, dude, you bring whatever to the table, bring whatever.
There's a reason why I call it trash car.
You want to the table, but it has to be a stock car. It has to be a production vehicle.
Wait, can you stop sending the same
Not
message?
bring
It's
a
pinging
race
me,
car
please.
to the track. You have to bring a car on a stock chassis, and that car had to produce. You had to have produced a certain amount of fins. All of the best race cars. Came
Oh,
out
having
of,
downforce
most
is
of the
wonderful.
exception of Formula One. Like all the, well, let's say all the coolest street cars came out of homologation rules from racing.
Yeah.
Like
Group B
Plymouth.
rally.
Way
there
slower
you
than
go.
last year.
Yeah, Stratos. Stratos,
good.
937 Stradale, the Plymouth Superbird.
Hey!
RS 200 away.
Thank you, Max.
I freaking wish, yeah. Like, the Skylines, Nissan Skylines. That came
No,
out
thank
of
you,
a
Max.
Japanese homologation rule spec series in the
Fucking
80s.
slowdowns.
That's why they made the Skyline. That's why Toyota made the Supra. That's why Mitsubishi made the 3000
31.6, so
GT4.
expect to be in the mid-30s. Got it.
Overall.
It's not saying much.
Hell, even the 90s were rally. It was
I'm gonna 326. I'm gonna have to
Yeah, I mean,
reset that.
Brexas and
Yep.
Lancias.
Oh god,
Yeah, man.
that was
Well, back to
squirrely.
homologation rules. Why did we stop doing that? Like, why was somebody like, yeah, no, let's not do that anymore? Like, stop it.
See,
Stop.
what they need to do is reverse the homologation rules. The problem they ran into with them was the big Fords.
As I was saying, something about downforce. This car still doesn't have a ton because
if they want to do
you don't want
homologation
aero
rules,
on
you're
this
right,
track.
You must want the minimum spec car, the one you sell to every Joe and his granny. Make them run that bastard. But I'll keep the costs down. Basically banger racing.
little early,
Here,
perhaps.
watching buggers going around in Ford Fiestas and Escorts and likes.
I was
Be
just
awesome
about
to
to
watch.
I was just about to say it'd be like BTCC. all
I'm
over
guessing
again. I'm
Tessa
here for
woke
it,
up
dude.
from
I'm freaking here for it.
sleeping overnight and hasn't just been awake all night because it's early enough
The
at that
last
point
real
over there
NASCAR
that
event,
people are starting to wake up.
obviously my knowledge isn't the best, but wasn't it the GNX?
No, the
The
GNX.
Grand National.
I mean, they raced cars like that, but yeah, they never raced V6 turbos in NASCAR. They had V8s, but they did race the G bodies. They did race that chassis, absolutely. But even into the 80s, and into the early 90s, Tessa, they were still stock cars. They were stock cars that had all the body panels stripped off and replaced with lighter panels, right?
I thought it was around the days of Thunder that it all switched.
It was basically the mid to late 90s. Trans Am is close. Trans Am's cool. I like Trans Am. IMSA, I really like IMSA nowadays because that's what it is. They're stock cars, but they're modified. That's cool, man.
Oh,
What the hell,
minus
man?
the
How come we're
prototypes.
not seeing like a Scat Pack Challenger, a Ford Mustang, and a 2SS Camaro not duke it out on the track? Like, that'd be mint. Like in the right series, that'd be excellent.
In the way I see it, there's only
Yep.
two.
I mean, I already
proper
knew it
top
was a bit
sports
loose under
where They are
braking,
still using actual cars.
and that's
the
what happens.
hypercars of the Dunes world, the GT3s, and that's basically it.
0.2.
Yeah, Dodge left NASCAR. That's right.
Does acknowledge the existence of
We got
prototypes.
Toyota though.
Well, I'll make him very aware that prototypes exist next week or the week after.
IMSA really does have it figured out.
I'll
There's
be
a reason
sure.
why IMSA's getting so damn popular because IMSA's awesome. Dude. Those races are so goddamn fun to watch.
Just end up behind him through the Porsche curves, just on the lights the entire time, but refusing to overtake.
Paul, you're absolutely right. Yeah,
He'll be very much aware of them by that point.
And then Holden performance, like, dude, it's so fucking cool. I mean, while we're here, oh my baby, I love that car, dude. That's one of my favorite cars. Bruh, what a badass looking motherfucker that is, dude.
Ford Capri.
Yeah, the Falcon XC is
Basically.
it's kind of like that. This one's a little bigger and it makes a little bit more power.
The last of the Ford Capris were where it's at for
God, it's so loose.
Car looks nice. When Graham, you think it's an
So
old American
little
muscle
aero
car,
grip.
like where the steering wheel is. That's an Australian muscle car, dude. They made muscle cars down there for a long time. That's what the Chevelle SS
They were
was.
making them before the Americans were.
Something like that. Oh,
Where was your Mustang from originally?
Mustang? So the Mustang the Mustang was a two-door sport coupe version of the Ford Falcon. The Ford Falcon was from Detroit. It was engineered by a guy the engineering was oversaw by a guy named Robert McNamara. Robert McNamara ended up being, Secretary of Defense under the Kennedy administration. Kind of started that whole Vietnam thing. Not very liked for that part. But the car stuff was pretty good. Should V12 swap that?
Nah, straight six.
I mean,
V12s are heavy.
you know, Australians, would you be upset if someone barrel swapped an XC? Dudes, I'd be okay with this. Yeah, I'd be all right with that. Yes, I want this. John DeLorean invented the muscle car.
Yeah, that was
He put a 389 Tri-Power in a Pontiac Tempest in 1963. You just watch SBK now, World SBK.
it was worse last year. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, World Super, but as an Aussie, it's fine. Done it. I'd be okay with a Barra with a 5-speed and that thing. No, that's okay. I would be cool with that. Jesse, you know what Barra engine is?
Yeah, straight six. Big bugger.
Yeah. 40.
Let's see if I die here as well.
Front tyres are cold.
How big you want it? Yup. Dude, look.
Nope.
Oh, that car's
Bit better that time.
I love it.
Four's about as big as you'd want a six, really.
Yeah.
Any bigger than that.
Yeah, that's typical. Gotta stay to the
Ford
right.
has a,
Remember that now.
Ford, for the longest time, made a 5-liter inline 6. It's a truck motor. It's used for towing. It cannot rev because it's huge.
The ideal for a six is somewhere in the high twos, 2.6, 2.8, somewhere about there.
You want one that's actually
If you want it to rev anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Graham, good luck getting a Falcon over here. They're importing it. It's going to cost you, and they're very sought after cars.
It'd be cheaper building one from scratch, probably out of parts.
Right. Looks like a bigger Mustang. It's kind of what it is, GNAC. Yeah.
Almost.
That's the V8s.
That's the V8s, mate. Yeah.
You quickest overall.
Very nice car.
Still an invalid lap though.
Oh. I mean,
The black on black, that was iconic.
so we have the Mustang King Cobra. The 78, the 78 King Cobra kind of looks like that. It kind of looks like it. It kind of has that same vibe. And you know what the crazy thing is that I don't know how much like they changed.
Nope.
Like how much Ford Australia changed the Falcon design between 1970 and 1979, but the Ford Falcon, the Mustang is a Falcon. The Ford Falcon was made first. The Mustang is based off the Falcon, and the Australian Falcon is based off of the Falcon. So I'm wondering. I mean, they do look similar. I mean, it's got a different grille. I'm wondering, like, if you can take late 70s Mustang parts and put them on an XC. Like, if you had one over here, like if you brought one to the States, you're not finding parts, or are you? But you can see how the King Cobra does.
EJ is going to be going until
Now that
midnight
I'm
at
really
this
looking
rate.
at it, I never noticed it. It looks like an XC Falcon. That's weird. I mean, the XC Falcon looks way better. I hate those. The way the lights look, but.
See, at least when I go off rambling, I acknowledge the fact that after like 5-10 minutes, alright, I want to end the stream now. we're ending the stream. We're ending
You
the
did what?
conversation.
Ford did all this stuff.
EJ is
It's
just
like everything is
completely
related
not
to
doing
everything because Ford to keep costs down in like
Not that it matters.
used one thing and made a bunch
I'm not
of
the
different
one that
things. I mean,
has
every
to
manufacturer
be up
does
super
that.
early for things. Why do I care?
There's the old Mark
I don't.
II.
When I'm doing this.
So
Also,
the
Max, what
closest
were
that
you
you're gonna
actually
get to a-
wanting to see with the trash cars?
Yeah, they all kind of. I don't know. I think the Capri is a lot smaller.
Your tyre temps are good.
Yeah, similar body styling. Like it's all very similar looking cars. The closest we're gonna get to an
Almost. Ooh, hello.
an XC Falcon in the
Change
States is-
drafting settings.
They made the XA
I mean, it seemed
Here?
maybe
for like 1
better.
year.
Never
1970,
dropped.
and that's it. They made
What's
the
his
XA.
face?
We can get. I mean, it's basically an XA. It's not exactly, but
It was
it's-
also
look at-
very
look at
messy.
The tail, it's an
For the
XA.
most
That's the same
part.
car. They put a different grill on it over here. But yeah, they sold
Come on.
XA Falcons in the U.S. in 1970, just for 1 year though. It's like if you want to hold it, you're gonna need to stripe and swap a Pontiac. Yeah, basically. Ford needs to bring back cars. Dude,
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, I mean, Jared, that's also what
Even
I'm
from
saying.
like
I have to go
1.2, 1.3 seconds back with the F3s, I was sometimes able to
Seems I missed a
gain
lot
like
in the week I
2
was out and
tenths.
about. All I can offer this
Down
Ford
the street.
conversation is a few pics of a Ford 2000 tractor. See, because the Falcon in the States in the 60s and the Falcon in Australia in the 60s is the same car. It's just the steering wheel's on the other side. And then, see, 70 and a half. There you go. They basically had the XA
Oh, you made
Falcon
it 2
here for
seconds.
just 1
Okay.
year, and that was it. And then they stopped.
Alrighty then.
You think 65s? The 65s do look good. I like, dude. I like that. That's a nice car.
Couldn't tell you.
Cars
Max.
from, dude, and you know, it's like across the board, man. It doesn't matter the country. Cars from the 60s just look better. I don't give a frick what anybody says. They like that car has. They're just the styling is just so good. Like, look at the sweeping lines. That's a beautiful car. This would be like me swooning over a Corolla. That's what that is. It's just a car. It's just a regular car. But look at this thing.
Yeah, that's from back when cars had an individual shape and design, whereas now it's jelly mold.
Yeah, I hate it so much. It's so stupid.
Oh, it's got to be round because pedestrians can bounce off it. Aerodynamics. Fuck off.
Dude, I'm with
You want to
Cap.
get hit by a car, don't stand on the road.
Yeah, guy, my fucking guy, dude. yeah, I don't want to get hit by a car. We're gonna fucking stand in the road then. They do hit different, G. Like, You know what?
I have no input on this conversation in case that somehow isn't obvious at this point. I'm just here to test how poorly I drive this car.
Corolla or Supra? Supra. What the fuck do you want a Corolla for?
Oh, I know. I saw a
Yeah,
Lamborghini drive by the other day. I think it was a V10. What model, I don't know, but it sounded like a
It's an old
V10.
Corolla anyway, not a four-wheel drive.
I think there's been a few interesting things that have driven by
there's
this
not
week,
many-
but that was the one I did see.
There's not many cars I would prefer over like a '94 Supra. Like, I'm sorry that, like, I don't even like Japanese cars, but I know what that is. I know what that thing does. I ain't stupid. I know what that car does. Yeah, that's how the Coronet could look. That's B5 blue, not B3 blue though.
AJ would know the color codes.
Instead of the big, instead of the all the way across. You have 4 Corollas in your shed from 67 to 73. Now those are cool cars, Paul. Hell yeah.
Well, that wall
The
is
83
solid.
is pretty good too.
Remember when it wasn't solid? I remember.
The 83 Corollas.
I like 86 Sprinter Trunos. Those are my
Yeah, that's
favorite.
the 83.
Yeah, it's the
The 86 started production. It was 82, 83.
Max, remind me,
Maybe
why
85.
neutral? Why?
Yeah, that car.
Why did you unlock that?
That's just a regular economy car. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful car. The split grill does look a little strange. I prefer the 69 grill. I think the one that we have on our car looks way better.
Could have been
On
better.
this side of the pond, the car I'd want from back in the era would be the
People
Mark
complained,
1 Ace
including me. Okay.
That's
the
fair.
old dog bone.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like the Mark
Now I'm
II.
complaining the other way.
It's a bit like took inspiration from the Charger and what have you with that all one squared off grill.
What's that? You don't like that?
The Mark II, no. The Mark 1, yes, the Mark II.
Why on earth were all these cars so high? Because the car is designed for ride comfort. It's not some Euro touring trash car that can go 8 minutes around the Nürburgring. It's designed to ride in comfort. I agree with James May. I agree with Captain Slow. And not even in my
Modern
old
tech
day,
can
I
allow
was-
for lower
not
ride
everything
heights, though, and
is
still be
Euro touring
comfortable.
Trash car. I can't stand that stuff.
But our understanding of how suspension works and body rigidity and so many other things is much better nowadays.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's a
Go
beautiful
figure.
car. Look at that car. Look at that thing.
Even the Mini might not have been high off the ground.
Yeah, I don't know how that looked to you guys,
Right.
but I could very much
Well,
feel that the car did
suspension
not
bits of
want to
rubber.
cooperate there. I kept it in check just about, but it was not having that. Understandably so as well.
Nice joke. Yeah. 79 good stuff.
Modern suspension.
It feels like I'm slowing down too
Modern
much too early there, but at the same time,
sidewall.
by the time I
tires.
actually get to the corner, it's like, yeah, no, this is about the right speed.
Half the
I'm not sure I want to go
suspension
much
used to be the
deeper.
sidewall. Now, what sidewall?
Yeah, low profiles. Yep.
And it handles better. Get out of handles. I want it to be comfortable.
No. Not a
What do
break.
you think about Plymouths?
Yeah, I had to screw up
60s,
somewhere.
Yeah. Great cars. I mean, that's basically the Coronet with different panels on it. It's the same car. It's the same car. It came with the same motors. It's just with a different name, different trim, and one came with a stripe. That
And then there
road.
was the Supermerge.
Oh,
I am noticing my frame rate's already dipping down into the mid 130s right here. I might have to lower my settings a bit.
yeah. Road with the beep beep. Beep beep. Detroit Assembly. That's where my Coronet was made.
Looking at who was actually left in voice. Well, at least I'm facing this way again.
I just saw a YouTube video recently. Got me laughing like fuck. They took a Seto Corsa and had a whole load of current NASCARs
B2.
done out perfectly. And they put one Superbird in the race. 200 laps. Guess what won?
Superbird.
By a lap.
Wait, say that one more time.
One of these days. Yeah.
I think it was done at Talladega, I'm not sure. But it was a normal NASCAR race with the current generation of NASCARs and against one Superbird. And the Superbird won.
Yeah, that's
Just because it could go faster and it had the bigger fuel tank.
Figure when
And
you're
they're
not
even doing the
limited.
fun shit with the, the
2 or 3
slowdown
after all
in the
testing.
third of the race. So
It's to be
reset
expected.
and re-go. The fake caution thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the stages.
That's it, yeah. Even with that, it still beat the shit out of it.
Partial to the satellite. Satellite was low trim level. And the GTX, the GTX, the Superbird is for NASCAR, not the GTX. Hey, Brent, do you ever plan to turbo any of your cars? Maybe someday, dude. What do you think about
I
side
have.
turbo? Yeah, right. Yeah, I have a turbo, yeah.
One of these laps.
You ever think about side skirts?
I need to
here,
back
man?
that up
It really
just a
depends on the
smidge.
car. It depends on the car. I generally don't like body kits. I think it makes cars look stupid. But yeah, that's the factory right there. That's where the Cornet was made. Fun fact, that factory was the overflow facility for Dodge Main, which was down the street. It was over there. And this is where they made all
See,
the
I can push that
Superbirds.
just a little bit
That's
more,
where
but
Cornet
at
was made.
speed, I don't know.
Actually, you know
Really
what?
hates pushing entry. Yeah, you don't say. You don't say.
See, I can deal with some body kits where
Your
they're
tyre
done
temps
for
are all
things
good.
like putting on wider wheels and what have you. When you get them for the looks and the space out the wheels, no. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Boop.
Depends on the application, dude.
Can't wait to see that in a couple weeks.
Who'd scoop on?
Yeah, I'm
you actually are
experimenting,
gonna be using
Max. I'm
the
trying
extra
different
air
things.
They'll put on just to make it look bigger.
Finding the best way to go through there. That obviously didn't work.
Go Google. Didn't we build this in the Pakistan Republic? Lynch Road? Yeah, Lynch Road's
That
actually
wasn't
small
it.
automotive plant.
That
It
is
was
most
down the
of my
street from
laps.
Dodge Main,
Most
which is now
corners,
GM
for that
Trent.
matter.
That's a big automotive. That's a big one. And then another big, another big one is Dodge. Dodge's Sterling Heights facility, which is over here.
Yeah, I always miss that apex.
Sterling Heights is gigantic. That's where they make Dodge Rams. Dodge Rams.
Hey, somebody did a clean lap. Wasn't me.
And then up here is Ford Sterling right there. The axle for my 97 was made in that building right there. But nothing comes close to the Rouge. That's the River Rouge. That's a gigantic automotive. It's sick. So badass, dude.
And don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, Max.
Hey, Sue Rat, what's going on? I gotta. Well, I know we probably could have done NASCAR, Max. I'm sorry. Get out there. Just
It doesn't help that with modern cars, there's so many models,
Little
and sub-models and trim levels. 20 or 30 different models of a car now. Each year.
I also think that plant is huge. How many people you think worked there at max capacity? Worked. Ford's Rouge plant is still making F-150s. It has been making vehicles constantly since 1929. Yeah, not worked. Worked. How many people? A lot. I don't know, 5,000 to 6,000 people. Have a good weekend. All right, Paul. Thanks for the long Heartfelt streams this week. Well, you got 3 more weeks of it while I'm doing it through all of June, but
The closest UK equivalent to that kind of thing would be the old shipyards in Glasgow. No, there's anything of them left now.
how big are the gigafactories? Gigafactories are the modern day equivalent of Riververge. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Oh yeah, Bathurst, man. Hell yeah. Of course they do. Watch the
This version has more downforce than last year's.
I'm trying to figure out which one of these numbers you can discern the date code from.
Buddy.
XP29.
Not a lot, but more. Okay.
That's a very good. The X designation is a requisite. I know it's a weird car. So that's like a Superbird or something.
Yeah, you don't want to end that far out onto the curb because you just get planked. Definitely learning that.
Shipping order. How big's the Glasgow Docks factory? It's pretty big. Alright, good night.
Bit better. If it's on a lap, that doesn't count for anything.
The old docks in Glasgow, I mean, basically they built the British Navy of the 20s and 30s and teens. Massive.
Oh yeah, they did. I mean, you guys were cranking out ships in the early part of the 20th century. Cranking out ships like crazy.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, it used to be that if you wanted
I don't see it.
the best in shipping back then, you went to Glasgow for it.
I believe that.
And then the Second World War, when we couldn't keep up with the manufacturer because we had this thing with Germany sinking them all the time. We had to rely on the mass
Good enough.
build-up of the American ones, and then your shipyards just took over just from sheer numbers.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we used to do.
So it might be slower
like
because it
Morocco
has
is
less
China
grip
now.
at load,
Yeah.
but it's supposed to be that
Morocco
way.
is a contender for the F1 African GP. Okay.
On your right side. Right side's clear.
Still practice, I'm not gonna lunge him.
Sector 1 time's okay.
I could have though.
What is this website?
Absolutely
What
could
year
have.
is this website?
Also, I can put that on. It's not a good comparison now, but I could put that on just to show how different this is to the rest of the lap.
2021, you can see it. Couldn't even get the money to make halami.
GT3's lost way less pace. Huh. Interesting.
Hamilton played for Fiat.
Sector 2 time is good.
Take your word for it, Jim.
How did you go to see?
Didn't go down to first for some reason.
decoded most of the bin, but cannot find about the last 6 numbers in the bin. What's happening? Bill, someone help me with the last 6 numbers. It's an arbitrary number assigned to the vehicle. Majority of popular belief the sequence numbers not be ordered at the down the assembly line. Sometimes you can find some sequentials on the lines.
Yeah, you can see I lost a lot of time through the Porsche curves.
There's a sticker on the driver's side door that shows the model. The fender tag shows the date. Yeah, I don't have the fender tag.
Damn it, Max.
Your quickest overall. Sector 3 times quick.
Yeah.
That locks up so readily.
See, this
Like
is the
a down
research
force.
that I do late at night. This is how I figure out all this stuff about this.
Curb spat me out wide. Damn.
Wolfsburg is the biggest one, yes. That's a big
Oh.
plant. How to read your vehicle sequence number.
Whoops. Yeah, it's not automatic wall, just a very high chance of it. I'm wondering why it went quiet all of a sudden.
Cars are lame. Get a real hobby. Yeah, hey, predominant. Fuck you.
Disgrace to grim kind you are. Uh-huh.
AMX all day. Nice shirt. Thanks, Flip.
How much fuel did I have there? Oh, a full tank. I was out there for a full stint. And I only crashed on basically all the laps.
Vehicle order number from 69 to 74. All vehicle order numbers are assigned to a vehicle prior to production.
Yeah, they do that.
There are
don't
special
they?
blocks of numbers set aside for special meanings.
Last two chicanes.
So my
can really
vehicle
catch you
order
out.
number is B192999981. Oh shit.
They're saying things over there, and I don't know what exactly it is.
Your car's Canadian?
Kind of wish you were driving the GT3.
I don't know. I hope not. I mean, it was manufactured in Detroit. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Maybe...
I think I'm done for the night, honestly. I already got my screenshots, so, end screen. Yeah, I mean, it's midnight. I did a full stint. I got a feel for it. Not terrible. Max, I think I'm going to do more on Monday. Because I'm pretty much done with Derail for the time being. And Satisfactory, if I have my mod up, if the mods that I use are updated, Satisfactory doesn't have 1.1 drop on the main branch until Tuesday. So especially if we end up racing on next Friday, I think I'll probably just practice on Monday because it is a 2.4 hour race, more or less. I should probably practice a little bit more, especially considering how that went. Granted, you know, I won't be sending it all over the place during the race. Always back off a little, be more cautious, even if it's slower that way, but... no. So yeah, I'll probably be back with more of this on Monday. Yeah, that's the tough thing about tracks like this and the Nordschleife and such. They're very long laps. Circuit de la Sarthe is relatively short actually compared to the Nordschleife. Only a 4-minute lap. That's in the GTs. Yeah, this is one of the easiest long tracks out there. Granted, the curves, as a result of the straights, can be a bit rough, but it depends on the car you're driving and such. EJ's realizing that it's late, I guess. Yeah. That was definitely a night of Friday racing. Yeah, honestly, the race was shit. It was good for a little while, and then I spun, and then it was interesting, I was keeping up with EJ and Command Racer, and then I hit a wall, and my arrow was dead. And then I pit, and then I hit a wall, and my arrow was dead. And then I just went to the end of the race. Well, Max, I was trying to push to keep up, but what happens when you push? Though, to be fair, those curbs are complete trash. The fact that you can only go over them half the time and not die. Not great. Yeah, I think I saw in the replay somebody went wide. Heck, Max and I almost went wide out of T1. Oops. And then I don't know if Command Racer went wide into 3, but I didn't give him a chance. I didn't give him a choice because I went wide into 3. Oops. And he ended up winning the race in the end anyway, so what's it matter? I think EJ is realizing something about his car that he'd rather not know. Yeah, I'm still in voice for some reason. Tessa. Anyway. Yeah, just don't give them more power again, Max. That obviously not only wasn't necessary, but it just went very poorly last time. Much front grip at low loads? Oh. Good. Well, at least GTA Racing is not so painful most of the time. No, it's fine. They're two completely different things. This is supposed to be more realistic. Speaking of GTA... Yeah, no, I know, Max. June 9th is definitely not the next stream. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, GTA, usual time tomorrow night. Hopefully people actually fucking show up this week, because we had a lot of no-shows last week, and we didn't even get in the normal end race as a result. Although I got to do some testing, and, yeah, that thing that I thought might be an issue, but I decided to ignore it, it was an issue. It's since been fixed. But, yeah, that's tomorrow night, assuming people show up. If they don't, I mean, I'll be here. I want to race. I'm not pulling the wheel out tomorrow night, though. Just to say that much. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream now. Shall I read EJ, just for the heck of it? I think I shall. Half of you are probably already watching him anyway. Oh good, I can see that button on my iPad. Not anymore? Anyway, yeah. That's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Later. Okay. Go watch EJ stream for not much longer, hopefully, because he does need to go to bed, based on what he said. Bye!